my channel. My name is Laura, and today I'm just doing a little update of how I've been and my reviews of two books, which will be 47 and 48. So June 20th was my last day of school and last day of work. So I have been obsessed with losing weight. So I am starting a new diet, and it was going to be a low carb diet. So in January I did a whole foods plant-based diet, which I did for 30 days. I lost a few pounds doing that, but it was not good for me because my whole family did not want to give up the chicken and the beef and the cheese. So yeah. So I was it was just way too much work for me to stick with it. So now I decided to do a low carb diet. Yes, this is hard. I gave up pasta, potatoes, anything that's carbs. And the main thing I just noticed was my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I was drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee coladas. Every time my kids got the vanilla bean colada, they got the strawberry colada, and I was drinking the coffee colada, which wasn't that bad. It was 250 calories. And then my Dunkin' Donuts in all three areas that I shop at stopped making the coladas, and now they are making a frozen coffee. So I started picking up the frozen coffee. At this point, I was not counting my calories. And just when I started this low carb diet, I realized that this is how I gained all my weight back. Yes, I was drinking these frozen coffees. That's what they call it now. And a small is 420 calories, which is like eating a hamburger. And then I was eating my regular meals on top of that. So I completely stopped that. I am looking for something that I can drink now that is low carb. So yeah, so I'm no longer buying that. I said to my kids, I can't buy that anymore. So anyway, so since I started this diet on June 20th, today is June 29th, I have lost 4.5 pounds. So I am doing pretty good. I think it's mostly water, but I'm doing pretty good on this new diet. So yeah, wish me luck. Anyway, so that's my news. And I've been obsessing and going on Pinterest. I have collected so many recipes and so many things. Yeah, so that's where my attention span is going. I've been on Facebook. I joined a whole bunch of Facebook groups, and I've been doing that. So I am reading, but that is taking up a lot of my time. So, and I also started exercising, so that's a big thing. All right, so here are onto my reviews. I have 48 and 49. Wait, 47, 48 will be right after this. I recorded these a while ago, so I'm adding it on. And today I am doing a review for book number 47. I will add more reviews at the end of this like I've been doing. I just finished book number 47. It is a book that I read for number 40 on the year around in 52 books. It is a new release, 2017, and Books Amino. I belong to a couple of chat rooms, and they picked this book, so I wound up buying the book. I should have took it out from the library. So anyway, the book that I bought when it first came out is The Upside and the Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. Okay, this book, as I said, I didn't choose it. Someone else chose it for me to read, and I read it. Okay, this book is about twins, which I always love to read books about twins. It's twin girls, and the twin girls, they have two moms. And one of the twins is infatuated with girls, and the other twin is infatuated with boys. And she is heavy set, and she has a weight problem, and she is very awkward, and she wants to kiss a boy, and throughout the whole book. The problem with this book that I had was all the cursing. I could not stand the cursing throughout the books. I mean, I can tolerate a little bit of cursing, but when the cursing gets so much that it's like F this, F that, F this. There was at one point 5 times on one page she said the F word, and this other words that were in here that were like, oh my God, who says that stuff? I'm like, you don't talk like, you shouldn't be talking like that out in public. So this is what got me really aggravated about this book. And I was also chatting with the girls online. I was like, almost DNF'd it. I did finish it. But that just certainly annoyed me. Another issue that I had about this book was the bad parenting. Okay, now if this, I'm going to do a little spoiler here. So if you have not read the book, pause it and go to my next review, because I'm going to spoil it now. So the parenting in this book, there's 2 moms and they're twin girls. They're 17 years old. I get that. But I don't know any parent, I know I wouldn't be doing this, allow boys to sleep over at a girls' slumber party. There was boys and girls slumber party, and there was drinking. And the parents, all they cared about was the drinking. They didn't care about them sleeping next to another guy or whatever. I was like, I couldn't believe that. I met my husband at age 17. So he was my high school sweetheart, and we went to the prom together. So my parents never let my husband, well, my boyfriend, my husband now, sleep over, and we didn't get married till we were 25. So yeah, I just was like, oh my God, and she just calls the twins and she says, did you drink? Was there alcohol at the party? I'm like, that's all she cared about was the alcohol? I'm like, well, what about the sex and stuff that was going on during the party? This book. Anyway, if I rated this a 2-star, I was very appalled with all the cursing and the bad parenting, and I just wanted to finish it because I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see if there was going to be other things this was just not appropriate for teens to read. This is for older teens, 17 and up, I would say. I'm not letting my kids read this one. I am donating the book. This is just not appropriate, and I am giving it away. So sorry for my big rant there. Again, I gave this one 2 stars. Hi, I finally finished book number 48, which was I'm Not Scared, and I'll put the picture here because I returned the audiobook to the library. I finished this finally. My kids were in Hebrew tutoring, and I sat in the car and finished it because I had the CD out from the library. And yeah. So I finished it. I started it when we were back in school, and I only can listen to it while I'm driving in the car because it's on CD. I liked the story. It was told by a 9-year-old boy who lives in Italy. It was translated into English. It was from an Italian author and translated. And it engrossed me. The only thing is, like, I couldn't listen to the audiobook faster. It was very, very slow to read. And there was the little boy. He was riding his bike in Italy, and he with his friends, and he was dared to go to this farmhouse that was abandoned, and they dared him to jump out the window, and he jumped into a hole, and inside the hole there was a boy. This is also written on the synopsis on YouTube, so I'm not sharing anything, spoiling anything. He begins to visit the boy every once in a while, and starts feeding the boy, bringing him food, and just plot twists. Which just was okay. I gave it 3 stars. I dropped it down. I was really, really enjoying it until the end. I did not like the ending. I thought that it was just, it didn't end properly at the end, and I really thought that I'm not going to say anything else. So I just did not like the ending, because I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, so I gave this one 3 stars. It was really good in the beginning. I just didn't like where it turned at the end. So that's my synopsis of that book. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.